The Seven Wonders app has been out for about 3 years now, and the 2.0 version just launched about 3 months ago. So let's take a look at it. I'm Chris Steele, and this is Tabletop Game Talk, a show where we talk about tabletop games of all kinds, including the app versions of them. And today I'm going to take a look at the Seven Wonders app. What you're looking at right now is the app on the iPad. And I'm going to play through a game. We can play through a full game in just a few minutes, just to give you kind of an idea for the game. And then I'll show you what it looks like on the phone as well, a little bit on the online play, and then my overall thoughts. So we can see here in the display, we have a number of different options here. We can actually have leaders and cities. I've already unlocked those expansions. If you unlock it on one device, at least on Apple, you can unlock it on both devices. I'm not going to play the leaders and cities. I'm just going to play a standard game. We're going to play 5 players, even though when we're playing AI, it's probably just the same as playing 3 players, but we're going to see the cards a little less in this case. So we're going to hit the play button and we load. From what we see here, we're going to be dealt a random wonders, a random civilization. We can hit the little mix button in the bottom right if we don't like what we got. So we can just kind of flip through those. And if we want to take a look at them, we can drill in and we can switch over to the different sides of them. So let's just pick this one because why not? So we're going to go back and we're going to hit start. And that's it. The game starts. So I like the interface of this game quite a bit, actually. There's not too much information on the screen, and it puts it down to exactly what you need to know. So we can see my neighbor on the left is making, I think it's dust or something, gold or something. And on my right, they have some pink resources, and I have bricks. So I need some bricks to unlock my first wonder. We have wood here. That's going to cost me a gold, though, so I think I'm just going to go cheap, and I'm just going to get some wood, because that'll help me with my second wonder. I just drag the card up, and I have it. When you're playing the AI, there's no waiting or delays. So here, again, I'm kind of thinking of going the cheap route, and I'm just going to grab this free brick over here. Now I can see I can build my wonder, and if I wanted to do that, I would just drag the card onto the yellow part here. But I don't think I want to build that just yet. That's going to cost me money, and I don't want to spend any money. So let's diversify our resources. Get one of everything here. All right. Now this isn't going to get us much of anything. So 5 gold seems good, although I don't have any of these fancy resources. So I think I'm going to just grab this one so that I can buy those from my neighbors. But we can look in the upper left corner. My neighbor on the left has one of them. My neighbor on the right has another. So if I need the potions, I'm not going to be able to get one right now. And look, there's a potion right here. This would be a really nice diversification. Nobody's gotten military yet on either side, though. So maybe I'm going to get a quick couple points if they don't do that. Now here's a situation where I can't build either of these, so I might as well build my wonder then. And now I get to choose, who do I want to give money to? Let's give it to the person on the right. There we go, age 1, done. And I got my 1 point from getting the military. Not really worth it probably, but hey. This middle icon here, I'm not 100% sure what that is. So I'm just going to tap and hold, and it's going to pop up and tell me once the symbol enters play, you can construct the first age cards in each color for free. Ooh, that's kind of nice. So I don't even need any of these resources. Let's grab one of these to just build this right away. Although I like this card a lot. It gives a lot of flexibility. Makes things free, so I'm just going to grab that right away. I could have built it for free had I built the wonder first, but now I can do something like this. I can steal those 5 points. And now you can see this little icon shows up on the cards that I can build for free. Let's go with the blue card strategy, and let's see, I could pay my neighbor 1 or I could build for free. I'll do the building for free. Oh, this isn't all that useful to me. So I'm actually going to use one of these cards to build with. And I am, if you look in the bottom left here, you can see that I'm passing to the right. And on the right, they already have this pink here. They don't have a blue. I would like them to have a blue, so I'm just going to use this one here to this, and we'll keep the money flowing in both directions. Oh, this is not really what I want at all, so let me just dump that for money. And here, kind of the same thing. I don't really care, so I'm just going to dump this for money. We'll save up for the next round. Now let's see if we can't get a number of blue cards. And I let my military slide a little bit, so lost a couple points there. Let's see, 7 points for this here, but I have built all my wonders. So this here is going to give me 9 money and 3 points at the end of the game. That could be useful, and I have 2 of those I can choose from. But I could also build this for free, and that's just going to give me 7 points. So yeah, let's do that. Free, please. Yeah, let's do the 6 points. And let's see. The person on my right is going for science, but the person on my left is not. So I'm just going to let that science go by. Let's see. I get points for green cards or blue cards on either side of me with the purple. Let's do that. I'm not really putting my little color bar card to work, am I? Ooh, let's see. I could get 3 money and 3 victory points for the brown, or I can try to not lose on both sides, grabbing the military. So let's do that. Let's grab this. All right. Well, military is not going to give me a ton of points. The pyramids, this is going to give me more points. So I'm going to grab this. And that's the end of the game. And still didn't do great on the military side of things, but that's cool. The only thing major complaint I have for the game is this just says, hey, you win. And then it gives you kind of a score chart of what you got where. When you're playing the actual game, you get to go through all of your cards and add up each individual section and say, okay, this is where I won, this is where I lost, this is how these points came to me. Here, it's kind of after the fact, right? It's a sort of a summary. I still have to have an idea of how this works. And one of the things I like to evaluate when I'm looking at an app is, does this teach me how to play the physical game? And this does do a good job at teaching you how to play a physical game, which is pass cards, pick one. But the main piece of that physical game is the scoring, is at the end how the scoring works. And because that's done for you so quickly, I don't think you really get a good understanding of how scoring works. For example, if we look at the science score here, bot 1 got 48 points with science. How did that happen? Now I can return back to the game and I can look at the difference. So my neighbors didn't have any good science, so this was our winner. And I believe if we click on hold, actually, I don't know how we even see this person's tableau at all. So I don't know what they're going for and that, which is typically why I play a 3-player game when I'm playing solo anyway. But anyway, I just think it'd be nicer to be able to see where these points come from. Little tally up, and you kind of see where your points got to and why I lost so miserably. So let's quit back to the game. Now we do have, like I said, we can play leaders, we can play cities, and click on this. These are in-app purchases for iOS. I don't look at games on Android, but I can do quick match. This is versus network players, and I believe I actually have to be signed in to do that. I'm not signed in on my iPad. I am signed in on my iPhone, so I'll show you how that works there. Custom games, again, is the online version, and then tutorials just kind of run you through each of the different things and how you play. The tutorial is pretty good. The game's pretty simple, so that's not that big a deal. So let's switch over to the iPhone and see what this looks like. So we are just going to switch to my iPhone Pro here and give it a second to sync up, and we'll see here. There we go. It's actually not too bad as far as like the interface is concerned. Like the iPad has a lot more space, and a lot of board game apps I prefer playing on the iPad. But for this one, it's very short. You play a game in a few minutes, and the layout on the iPhone is pretty darn good. So if I look at Quick Match here, I can decide how many players I want. And this is sort of the maximum number of players. I've seen it match me with less players. In the bottom right corner, you can see the number of players that are online. There's not a lot of chatting going on. If I click on this, I've never seen anything in there, but that's okay. You really don't need to chat with people here. And then custom games I can create, and I can decide, which games I want to do. This is actually somebody who created a game that wants to play that. If I want to create a game, I can click create, and then I can decide what it is. I can put a password in to keep people out, etc. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. And I'm not going to play an online game because those ones, I don't know how long they're going to take. If somebody's thinking slowly, it can take a lot longer. I do find that the AI games are much, much faster. So that is the Seven Wonders app in a nutshell. What do I think about it? I like it. I like it. Seven Wonders is not a game that I pull out often because there's a lot better games out there that I enjoy playing, even if we're looking at drafting games. Now, if I have that 5 to 7 player count, I will pull out Seven Wonders if I have some, non-gamery people in the group, or, just kind of we want to play a quick game. And it takes about, if there's nobody learning the game, it takes about 20, 25 minutes to play a game of Seven Wonders. With this, I can literally play in about 5 minutes. I think I just did. I usually do a little better than that, but sometimes someone else gets lucky. That's the great part of this. So Seven Wonders 2.0 looks great. I don't know the differences between the 1.0. I did have the 1.0, but I haven't played it in years. But this one's nice. It does everything you'd want it to do. Again, except for that final scoring tally, which I would really like to see a little bit of fanfare around. The game's nice. So this has been an app review. I'm Chris Steele. I will be doing an app review every week, most likely dropping on Thursdays. So if this was interesting to you, stop by, subscribe, and you'll get to know when all my app reviews come out. And on Tuesdays, I do top 10. So if you want to know the types of games I like, check those out too.